First up on the Factor Uncensored, Houston mayoral candidate Dwight Boykins is under fire for telling some teen girls they should, quote, keep their legs closed. It happened last Friday while Boykins was speaking at the Youth Advocacy Summit. He asked the teens to put their phones away and allegedly told the girls real men don't want women who've done things with other men. Some girls say they also felt uncomfortable when Boykins put his arms around them. The next day, Boykins tweeted this statement: during the discussion, I shared my perspective on life and the importance of staying focused while avoiding some of the pitfalls that far too often plague many of our youth, a message I have delivered to groups around the city. My words were meant to inspire, and I deeply regret the extent to which they cause anyone hurt or discomfort. That was never my intention, and to anyone who may have taken offense by that, I apologize. Joining us here to talk about this is former Republican congressional candidate Justin Laurie and attorney Oliver Brown. So, Oliver, were you shocked when you heard about this incident involving him, Councilmember Boykins, and the young girls?
Yes, how the media characterized it, immediately I was shocked. And the reason why is because I've known Dwight Boykins personally. I've seen him in settings with all ladies, mixed groups, and just with men. I've never seen him ever be disrespectful to any type of any gender, whether male or female. And when I first saw this, I thought it was like, why would he be saying something bad around teenagers? So yeah, I was a little bit put off. However, when I started digging deeper into the comments, I started realizing what he was actually trying to highlight was the fact that first of all, he misspoke. And this is a classic example of misspoke. He was talking about how basically the boy-girl dynamics that go on with normal dating for teenagers is teenage girl has sex with teenage boy, and then teenage boy ruins teenage girl's image, right? What he was highlighting is the fragile nature of these young men that have insecurities that will try to trample over a strong leader that's a woman or a young budding woman. But in his delivery, he was absolutely he fell flat on his face. And I think that people are taking things completely out of context as to what he actually said. So, you know, the headlines caught me off guard, but I think when you got into his actual comments, all he was just saying, hey, girls, these little boys have very simple minds, and they will try to discredit you as a leader just for something as simple as having sex, which maybe isn't that big of a deal.
Justin, is it that simple?
Well, Boykins is up there on the stage. He has the floor to himself. He has the microphone to himself. He spoke for a long time. I watched a couple of the videos. I read the reactions about it. And not only did he completely misspeak, not only did he say, I would say, really go in the wrong direction altogether, he couldn't even read the room to see how offended people were all around him, how people wanted to leave, and how he was shaming people he was saying, hey, where are you going? Come back here and sit down. He's a very powerful guy, and he couldn't read that room. But it's so simple as a candidate to come into a place and say something to young people and say something inspirational, motivational. He could tell them the truth. If you study hard, if you work hard and you're diligent and you're disciplined, you could be anything. You could be a brain surgeon. You could be an astronaut. Just work hard and study hard. Keep to that message. No reason to go so far out there and really offend and make all these people feel so uncomfortable.
These young women, as a result of him speaking to them, have started their own little movement called Boycott Boykins. Do you think that will have an impact on his run for mayor? No,
it needs to be boycott simple-minded little boys, okay? And I respectfully disagree with Justin because of the fact that it's this. He says, oh, if you study hard, you can be X, Y, or Z. But what he was actually highlighting is that men in society are pigs at times, and that woman could have studied hard and could have been whatever, but they will still be overly sexualized or objectified by men based off of, let's say, one romantic evening with someone that they were really interested in.
He's a known public speaker. Why couldn't he make that point himself without falling flat?
Look, you know, being on live air, we all fall flat sometimes. I mean, I think, and when I listened to the full 30-minute tape, I could hear that he was like, oh, wait, maybe I misspoke. And what he did do, which was right, was he continually apologized. And then people keep saying, well, we're going to look at your actions. Well, your first action was to apologize, so let's give him that credit. But now it's, oh, let's just boycott him from running for public office altogether. I'm tired of this, I'm offended politics, so then therefore you're disqualified. Now, what he did handle correctly was these are our youth. They're not of age of majority, so yes, you should immediately apologize if a child is offended, because that's the respectful thing to do. And he did that. But no one's talking about it.
Really quick, we got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
I can't imagine the boycott movement's going to go very far, but the media is picking it up. Now it's a lead story right here. People are talking about boycott in the wrong type of light. It's going in the wrong direction, and now a very crowded field, especially that vote for the left-hand side of the politics.
All right.
He's a decent man, and he should be given a fair chance. He apologized, and he should be forgiven.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.